Alright, welcome to Chaotic Streaming. I'm your DM, Starwin. I'll be taking some adventures through the Kingdom of Timor today. First, we have Leo, the half-orc paladin.
Hey, what's up, guys?
We have Apollo, the half-elf bard, who is currently mute today because he has no voice. Is that right? I'll go ahead and... He says hi, guys. And we have Zarek, the half-elf rogue.
Hey guys.
We have Borden, the dwarven cleric.
Hello.
And Oscar, the half-elf sorcerer.
Hey.
Alright, so last we left off, our party was leaving a magic shop and gearing up for the new job they got from the Adventurers Guild. They are now known as the Dancing Lights and currently have a young woman by the name of Lindsay Starfarer, who seems to be very talented with the violin and seems to be a bard. The pair of bards, Apollo and Lindsay, after a performance at the tavern the following night, had opportunities in the wind as a noble asked them to come and perform at a gala where they were fixing to host at their mansion north of the city proper. They could figure this out within the next couple of weekends. The group is also currently preparing for the new job that they got to clear out gnolls that have been spotted in the sewers. As they were exiting the magic shop, they ran into Reginald and was finally able to return his dagger. And I do believe that's where we're going to pick off here. So, Reginald paid you a slim reward for finding the dagger, and he went into the shop behind you, and now we are ready to figure out what everybody wants to do for today. To start this off, let's have everybody roll perception. I need perception rolls from everybody. Let's go. Throw them dice. Alright, Borden, Apollo, and Zareth. You kind of look down an alleyway nearby, and you see this red blur with white in front of it, and it just leaps through the alley, and then the next thing you know, you hear this man running with a butcher knife. Hey, come back here with my chicken! And they're just running down the alleyway.
We heard the butcher knife?
Oh, you heard the guy with the butcher knife, yes. He's screaming at this thing that just blurred on by with the apparently might be a chicken in its mouth. And he's just screaming at the top of his lungs, come back here with my chicken! What are we doing, guys?
That's probably our fox. I walk up to the butcher.
Well, you can walk, but he's running right now. He's chasing something down the alleyway. As you turn the corner, I'll allow you to make another perception check to see what he's actually chasing, since you only caught it for just a glimpse. Yep, clear as day, there's a red fox running down the alleyway with a chicken in its mouth. And the butcher's just trying to keep up with it, so it's like a little jot. He's like jogging along, trying to get behind that fox, trying to stop him so he can get the chicken back. Unless you guys find some way to intercept that fox or whatever, I mean, this guy's just going to keep going trying to get his chicken.
I chase. I go full sprint after the butcher.
Okay, so you catch up to the butcher, now what?
Yes, that's our fox. We lost them. How much for that chicken?
Make a persuasion check, because I'm not sure he's going to be paying attention to you or not. You try to tell him, make an offer for the chicken. He's like, I gotta get my chicken. He just kind of dismisses you as he's kind of chasing that fox down even further, getting a little bit of ways from you and moving along. Anybody else giving chase?
I'm not exactly the running type. I guess I'll nudge Leo, like, get your fox.
I'll call out for the fox.
Alright, we'll make it a animal handling. Alright, let me just throw some dice real quick, because who doesn't love throwing dice? Alright. So, yeah, it's gonna make him... So he darts through the left, down the alley. The butcher kind of stops as he gets to the turn. He starts turning down the alley, chasing the fox even further, going out to the main road, which kind of goes parallel to where the shop is that you're currently at. And the fox takes another left, kind of heading back towards the main group. And he pops out of the alley with the Zareth behind him, I'm assuming, unless you're giving chase or not.
I was chasing the butcher.
Okay, so you're still chasing the butcher. The butcher's chasing the fox. The fox is now running towards the party. He notices Leo and the others just kind of standing there, and then he just kind of comes to a scooted stop, and he drops the chicken by your feet.
Is the
I'll go ahead
chicken
and-
still alive?
No, he's dead. Dead as day. The butcher catches up to him. Is that your fox?
He seems to have taken a liking to me. I'm sorry if you caused any trouble.
He killed one of my chickens. Now what am I gonna do?
I will compensate you for that chicken if you so desire.
5 gold pieces.
I'll give him 6.
Alright, he'll take the 6 gold pieces and say, keep him on a leash, keep him out of the market. He's been running amok. And he'll leave the chicken with you since you kind of paid for it. No, you were trying to do the same thing, Sarah, but... And Apollo leans down to pet the fox. The fox kind of ruffles it to his pets. And yeah, you're reunited with the fox you lost some time ago. Lindsay kind of comes up behind Apollo and kind of pets him as well.
Lindsay, do you want to hold the fox?
She kind of points at herself and she kind of nods. Yeah, sure. Sure motion, you know. And
Alright, I'll pick up the fox and put her in her hands.
Alright. So yeah, she'll take the fox and she'll hold it, and the fox kind of licks her face and kind of motions and gets into her grip and everything. And now you guys are free to do whatever you like. The day's yours. It's probably what? Did all that at the Ventures Guild around 9 or so. That's it. I would say it's close to noon, around 11:30. So what is Dancing Light's current objective? Everybody had like certain things they wanted to do.
Yeah,
So-
the warden's still keen on getting to the temple.
Alright, so the two of you are going to the temple. Let me know where everybody's going, and then we're probably going to roll an initiative. So I know Apollo and Lindsay are going to go towards the instrument shop.
Zareth wants to hunt down some friends as well as see if he can get his hand on maps of the sewers.
Alright, so what I need... And I think Oscar is still AFK at the moment. Or are you... Are you here, Oscar? Yeah, that means he's AFK. Alright, so... Let's have either Leo or Borden roll an initiative. Zareth and Apollo roll initiative. Pick who's gonna do it.
You can go for it, Gordon. You're the head of this.
Oh god.
Oh, it didn't click on the thing, but
Yeah.
I'll adjust it. I see your thing there. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, possibly my best roll of the day.
Yep, wasted on initiative. Alright, so Apollo, I need an initiative from you. Click your token, click your initiative. Though maybe we should probably... Oh, wow.
If he used Dex for a tiebreaker, he wins.
Yeah, but I might go last on that anyway because he can't talk much. So Borden and Leo are going to head to the temple.
That was my plan, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, everybody kind of breaks away at this point. And starting with Leo and Borden, we make our way downtown till you find the Temple of the Wind. It's a kind of mosaic type fixture structure, kind of centered around like a garden. A lot of shrubs and greenery in the front, plants. Definitely, just very well decorated as far as the outskirts of it goes. And as you go in, the scent of like lavender and rose petals, honeydew, like flowery scents kind of hit your nostrils as the wind kind of blows around in this location. You're greeted by a dwarf dressed in gold and blue. He's got black hair, black beard, sharp green eyes. Kind of approaches you and it's like, "Good day. Welcome to the temple. How may I help you?"
Good to see Father Aram.
Father who?
This was the home temple that I came from, I thought.
I don't know, was it?
I certainly wasn't born out in Felrand.
No. There's probably another city that was further south. I don't know. Let me take a look at your profile because I came up with something different. And I usually go through everybody's profile beforehand. My apologies, folks. Let's take a look here because...
So we weren't given town names, so I just assumed,
Well, if you didn't give a town name, I'm going to say it's going to be one of the... Alright, Father Aram taught you nearly everything. I'm going to say that you're... Like, we didn't have a specific city, right?
No, when I asked, you said you'd get back to me, and then we just never got back to you since we were running around.
See, that's what happens. So many things going on. So what I need to do is be ill-prepared. Let's see here. I believe I have cities that are near Timor on a sheet here. There's a port city to the southwest known as Kiara. There's also Windsorstock, which is due south. There's also a village north known as Garmala. Would probably say it was either Windsorstock or Kiara, where you might have been with Father Aram.
Well, seeing as that's been chucked out the window, I'm assuming this is the grandest temple in the land, more or less.
Yeah, this is a very extravagant looking building. Like, Father Aram. I'm still brewing it in the back of my mind, but yeah.
Well, then we'll scratch that line. I'm here to pay my respects to the temple.
Very well. Well, come on in. Did you want to make a tithing today, or just paying your prayers?
Bit of both, actually.
Very well. Well, how much would you like to... Well, he's got an offering bowl that's kind of up there by the podium that where usually like the preaching of the clergy goes. He says, "Go ahead, feel free to make your tithing and make any prayers that you need to Kazi, and hopefully she'll bless the wind."
Math is not fun.
Leo, was there anything you wanted to do here?
No, I just wanted to pay my respects. And I'll go ahead and put 3 gold into the offering bowl.
Alright, so you deposit 3 gold, and he kind of bows in his head towards your actions and says, "Thank you very much. Kazi will go with you." What are you doing, Borden?
I've got a small pouch with 20 I'm going to be putting in the plate.
Alright. There is something. As you both make your offering, he kind of reaches for a couple of tokens that are on his being. Let's see here. If I can remember why I put these original stats. Okay, so he gives you each a token, and he says, "This here is a blessing of Kasia. Keep this token on you, and whenever you feel the need to use it, clench it within your fist and it will be used." And basically what this token will do is give you a +6 to a d20 check, either a hit or a save. So you got one use of a token that will give you a +6 on your next attack roll or saving throw.
Cool.
And Kazuya be with you both. Is there anything
With you
else?
as well.
Yep. Anything else you want to do at the temple?
I mean, short of further investigating the tokens, which I guess we kind of got our answer to that. No, not really.
Yeah. So yeah, there's also like other tokens depending upon how much of a donation you give to the temple that they offer out as like blessings for Kazuya, but this here seems to be one of the basic tokens that they give, especially to adventuring people like yourselves. With that, we can move on to somebody else unless there's anything else the two of you want to do here, or do in general.
I'll just say a quick prayer to Kazuya.
All right. Did you want to voice it,
Sure.
or just consider it?
Just thank you and just paying a standard respects. Nothing too extravagant, as
Alright.
she's not my patron.
All right. Other than more people coming in and out of the temple, people kind of upkeeping the inside and interior, there's no real activity here other than the main priest just kind of overseeing like anybody who comes in with donations and want to pay respects similar to yourselves. You guys are free to leave the temple area, and unless there's anywhere else you want to go to right away, I can switch it over to either Zareth or Apollo.
So I'd mill about the temple, just taking it all in, so you can skip to someone else. And if I think of something, then I'll wait
Alright.
until you finish up with them.
Alright, Apollo, you think you can handle this? And yeah, we're dealing with 2 mute bards today. Alright, so Apollo and Lindsay with the fox start heading towards where they located the instrument shop from before. So let me look at my notes, because I did write some of this stuff down. You approach a instrument shop called Blarney's Instrumentals, and within this music shop you can see all kinds of various instruments that your bard-like talents could put to use. Okay, so those are the things that you're probably looking for, like a flute, drum, or a lute. Definitely see various drums, various flutes, and various lutes hanging on the walls or in display cases as you enter. As you're walking in, you notice this human woman. She comes to greet you. Let's see here. She has blonde hair, middle-aged, blue eyes, and she stares at the pair of you. Welcome to Blarney's Instrumental. Are you looking for something in particular? And Apollo says, "Hello, I'm looking to see if there's any way for our instruments to get an engraving." Yeah, we do custom work here. What kind of engravings are we looking for? and she's kind of looking over at Lindsay with the fox. The fox is kind of giving her a fuss as she's like trying to hold it down. Fox is trying to get out of her grasp. Let's see here. Alright. Alright, so you're showing off this symbol that you want engraved. And she's like, okay, what are you exactly wanting this engraved on? Fox leaps off of Lindsay's arms and is now kind of pawing over a few flutes that are on a display case. As you, oh boy, a couple things happening here now. As you kind of ask to put it on Lindsay's violin, she shakes her head no and waves her arms, and then she tries to go after the fox to get him off the flute display. With that, she manages to get her arms around it and pull him away, saving the flutes from any dismay of the fox as it was fixing to run about in a ruckus. It's a little bit slow doing this when somebody has to type it out. But bear with us, folks. Bear with us. But just to reiterate, Lindsay kind of expressed that she did not want her violin touched. The fox is channeling Gideon. That's an interesting way to think about it. If you're looking for... Okay, so basically you're kind of telling Lindsay, oh, Lindsay, okay, and I was wondering if there are any more expensive flutes that might improve performance. Well, let's see here. I might have one that, when played, its performance technicalities would probably give you like a +5 to performance. That it makes very well music is what she expressed to you. The music that comes out of it seems to be a little bit more chirpier, a little bit more fine and crisp compared to any other flute that plays through it. Makes very well music. Makes music very well. Yeah, she just expresses that it, let's see, what is it? Probably like a silver metallic with small traces of what looks like maybe gold outlining certain parts of the key presses. So it looks like a decent blend of gold and silver. Let's see what the fox is up to. Alright, so you're asking how much would it cost and would it be possible to pay with trade and plus for gold? She tells you basically this here instrument, being as it is one of a kind, is about 500 gold. Depending upon the trade, it would have to relate towards her business. So unless it's something that would relate towards her business, it's kind of iffy if she'll accept it. But you're free to negotiate with her. She's willing to look at whatever you have, and maybe she can do something with it later. With that, the fox gets away from Lindsay again, and she's kind of like chasing after it, trying to get it back. And the woman's like trying to talk to Apollo, and at the same time she's like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And the fox is kind of running around, not really breaking anything, kind of careful at this point. And we'll see if Lindsay can make a grab while you figure out what you want to do there. And strength check. Alright. With that, Lindsay manages to jump, grab the fox, hold it tight to her chest, and then just has this really apologetic look as she stands up and walks towards the door in a way. Why, yes, we would definitely have cowbells. Okay, so you're like, okay, good to know that. I better read it out. Okay, that is good to know. Do you by chance have any cowbells? Maybe, or bells, maybe cowbells. And how much? She expressed, like, if you're wanting just a single cowbell, it would probably be maybe 5 silver. Just a simple ching, 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 you know, it'd be 5 silver. For something that's just basically metallic with the bell inside it. Oh, very well, good sir, as you say you would happily take one. She'll definitely offer one of her brass, or not brass, but it's like a dark copper bronze or some sort. And, you know, it's got the bell in there for you to ring against, or you can just bang against it. And, she goes back to the flute. How did you want to deal with the flute? So, yeah, while this nonsense is going on, the fox managed to wriggle out of her grasp as an opposed strength check was just made, and leaps off behind the counters. Alright, so is there anything special about your flute while that background noise is going on? I don't think there's anything too special about. Wouldn't happen to know the basic price for one of those, would you? So I can probably say she probably wouldn't give you much for it.
Well, he just said that it is made of silver.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the price of the item there itself. Alright, so, let's see here. As far as he knows, it's made of silver. Let's see here. Appraisal for flute. Seemed like I remember instruments being somewhere in here.
$2 gold.
2 gold.
2 gold, yeah. Alright, so it'll be about 1 gold is what she can offer you. Not very much, but definitely 1 gold. I'll go ahead and take it off your hands for that. Is your friend okay? As she kind of knows Lindsay kind of snooping around in the back looking kind of suspicious. opposing strength checks now. Oh, wow. Okay. She reaches down, picks up the fox once more, holds it with both paws over her arms as she kind of clings to it. It's like, give it an exasperated look at you like, this is taking too long, this fox is too wild, I don't know if I can take care of this fox. He keeps trying to get away. She just has this look of mixed frustration. Very well, so yeah, I will definitely return sometime to take another look at that flute, he says. And the nice woman, she kind of smiles towards Lindsay and notices her frustration and just kind of nods and then looks to Apollo and lets him know, very well, I'll have it here if you ever change your mind. And I will put it in my notes that you specifically look for it. So you guys will return to the group. As you fix the leaf, she let you know that, well, my name is Violet Blarney, and if you ever change your mind and come back, I'll make sure I have this flute somewhere for you to look at. Have a good day. And you will ring the cowbell as you go down. Make a performance check.
Please tell me you're not putting a bell on the fox.
So you go dunk, 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 dunk down the streets. People are kind of nodding to the beat. And Lindsay is just frantically holding on to the fox as you guys return to the group. Alright. So, Morden's done, you're done. Zareth. Oh, Oscar, was there anything in particular you were trying to do?
Study.
Ah, so you're back at the tavern?
Yeah.
Alright, so you'll be back at the tavern doing the studying. Zareth, what are we doing?
I'm still standing outside the Adventurers Guild, right?
Well, you guys left from the magic shop where you ran into
Yeah,
Reginald.
that's true. So, I would like to go back to the Adventurers Guild,
Okay.
and I want to talk to the guy behind the counter and ask if he might have an idea where I can get a map of the sewer system.
Upon asking him, he's like, well, let me think here. We might have something like that. And he'll pull out... He'll stand up and go back to the room. Yeah, it's true, we do kind of have these old maps laying around from other adventurers who had to deal with some stuff down below. So give me a few minutes and I'll go back here and look. Anything you want to do while he's looking?
Not just yet.
Alright, so he takes about 5 minutes or so, and he comes back with a rolled up sheet of paper parchment, and he throws it down on the table before he's like, yeah, this looks like it. This is one of those sewer maps that we had mapped out for one of those adventures. If you look here, it kind of gives you key points to look at, that this is where you go to this street, this will take you down into this section of the sewer, giving you a good idea of how to close in on the region that you're looking for on the job. The specific job that I just gave you, your company, would probably reside around this district right here. And he kind of points to a northern district close to the marketplace, where most of the shops and innkeepers and other variety stores are. Just take the sewer line down here and just enter from that location, and hopefully you won't have any trouble spotting them.
I can't take this map with me then, considering that you show it to me that
I tell you,
extensively.
well, it's up to you. I can let you borrow it. Bring it back to me. Bring it back to me intact, then I won't take anything off the payment. But if it gets ruined, gets torn up, then I'm going to take payment off your job. But, you know, if you need to use it, I can give it to you.
And how much would that payment be?
Well, don't ruin the map. You won't have to find out.
Okay, thank you then. I would like to borrow it.
Very well. Bring it back in one piece. Make sure nothing happens to it. You may go ahead and borrow that.
I'll take care of it, sir. Thank you very much.
Very well. So now that you secured a map to the location that you guys are looking into, what else would you like to do?
Now I would like to search for the Thieves Guild. And I would ask if they have a map available of the basic sewer system and danger points that we need to look out for.
Now, would you technically know who the thieves are in this region? Like, I know you were a part of an assassin guild.
Yes, so maybe I have a general idea of where to start looking.
Let me take a look at your bonds and whatnot. I will let you roll an investigation. You do have criminal contacts, so that makes sense. So I'll see if you can sass out somebody who might know. With that, you kind of run into a street urchin that you're kind of aware of that might work for maybe a roguish type guild. It's a very young kid who's working the alleyway, just kind of panhandling.
I approach him and in Thieves Gent I sign him hello.
He just kind of nods at you, not saying anything.
I approach closer and I pull out one of my daggers for show that as if I want to pawn it to him. Hey kid, do you know where I can find someone that would sell a map of sewers with interesting points in it, like dangerous stuff, places to avoid?
Maybe. I'm not sure I should be telling you anything. Do we know you? I'm not sure. This is tricky because,
I don't need to know any secrets, I just want to avoid the dangerous places.
I'm sorry, mister. I don't think we have anybody like that in our group.
Okay, thank you very much.
Excuse me though, sir. You got a coin?
I slip him a gold coin.
Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you. And he walks off.
I want to follow him for a short bit, see where he goes.
Roll perception.
He just goes up in smoke.
No, he actually trips going down the alleyway because on my side he rolled a 1 for his stealth. He notices you behind him, and he kind of takes off running now.
I just turn around and go back to the streets.
So yeah, apparently this kid needs to work on his stealth. Even after I gave him a +8, he rolls a natural 1.
So did I.
Yeah. Your 1 was higher than his, so... Well, actually, wait. And I guess he would have gotten away because, yeah, I wasn't looking at that. I was like, he rolled a natural 1. He fell on his... I'll give it to you, though. Don't worry about it. You notice him fall on tripping because he rolled a natural 1, too. You just happened to notice him as he fell down. Alright, so, yeah. What's the next line of business?
And then I would like to start looking for an inn called the Laughing Parrot.
The Laughing Parrot? Tell me about this Laughing Parrot, because I don't think I heard of it.
It is an inn run by some childhood friends of mine that were at some point involved with the guild and then they just simply stopped working for them after a while. I would like to make sure if the inn is still around and that they are fine.
Alright. Alright. So, yeah, you make your way towards this inn. It appears to be under new management. As you walk in, it's definitely not the same people you remember.
I would like to. I'm going to the bar, buy a beer, and sit in the room for a bit. Just try to see to get a sense of the atmosphere in the inn. See if there is any recent and quick takeover.
Make a perception, I suppose. Perception. I'll let you reroll that.
Oh.
There you go. As you're looking around, the owner looks not who you recalled it to be. It was ran by what? Was it a guy who ran it before? Tell me about your memories.
No, it is two girls, twins, that I grew up on the street.
Well, now there is a gentleman who seems to be running it.
I walk up to him and I was like, "Sir,
Hmm?
could you please tell me what happened to the previous owners?
Who's
They are
asking?
old friends of a childhood friend. I'm Zareth.
Sarah.
We lost contact.
Oh, we've been running this business for about 3 months now. The previous owners just sold it off and left.
Just left, you say?
Yes, just left. I mean, I didn't bother to ask. We were just looking for a business to run, and that's what we got into.
Well, got lucky then.
I
It's a
suppose.
good place for an inn.
Oh, yeah, it's not half bad. It does what it does.
So you can't tell me anything about the previous owners, where they went?
No, I really can't. I mean, I work for somebody else, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm low on the totem pole. I'm just running the bar and making sure rooms are ready for people who come in. But, you know, the owner, she dealt with the proprietors before, whoever they might be, and that's all I heard. Like, I don't know anything other than that.
Is there a chance that I would be able to speak to the woman?
I don't know. She doesn't come around here very often. I mean, I barely know her name. I just get paid and I go. I mean, that's my business.
That's the most important part, yes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, as long as they keep me paid, I'll keep doing the drinks. I don't mind. But she kind of informs us upon hire. Don't ask a lot of questions. You know, just do your job, and that's basically what we do. Just do our job.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No, glad to help.
Have a nice day.
Very well.
All right, I'm going to make my way back towards Broken Tusk Inn.
Alright. So, at this time, anybody else have any unfinished business out on the streets that they want to tend to before returning to the inn?
Along the way, I would like to buy a piece of apartment and some writing utilities.
Yeah, you could probably do that fairly easy. I'd say 10, like, 5 silver, sorry.
Okay.
Alright, so everybody's meeting back at the Broken Tusk Inn, where you see Oscar kind of working over a ritual book and, you know, doing studies with his spells.
I nod and take place at the table next to him, not to disturb him any further. And
Alright.
I'm going to copy the map as best to my abilities.
Alright, make a dex check.
Straight decks.
Yep.
Can you
How
use
does
four
that
dice?
work?
There's 3 of
That-
them there.
Yeah, I got 3 of them on my
Yeah,
screen.
nothing happened.
Looks like you rolled a 1. So you
Oh,
managed to...
1.
You scribbled on the map there, and then it's just not coming out right. Your hand's jittery or something. It's just not working out the way that you planned, and you kind of ruined the parchment that you were working on.
Okay, I would like to try again then.
Alright, this time, this will be the last chance you get on it. Go for it. Alright, this time you make out a decent visage of it. You definitely get it outlined correctly. You kind of got everything more marked and more on point. It's still a little shoddy, but you can definitely make out everything that's on the original map just about the same. So
Okay.
for safety, I would say that your current map that you kind of drew up might suffice for the party if you wanted to return the other map so nothing happened to it.
That's what I was intending, yes.
Alright, so let's go around. Boarded and Leo, you kind of walk back into the scene. What's going on with you guys?
I'm ready to take on the gnolls.
You ready? What's Borden's take on things?
I'm assuming it's around lunchtime. Borden's hungry.
Yeah, definitely. Get you some grub. I would say you How long do you need, Oscar, to get your first spell in?
6 hours, but it doesn't say concurrent hours, so.
Is it really 6? Or is it a level 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you got 2 hours in as you guys prepare for lunch. Have a quick meal. Barbate comes around, asks if you guys want drinks, what you want to eat. You're free to make any kind of special order that you want. Otherwise, it'll just be the basic grub of the day. You guys now spend the next, I don't know, couple hours, or this hour. It's going to be about maybe 1 o'clock when you guys finally get fed. Had a little bit of time. Is there any kind of things you want to talk about before going on this little trip?
Yes, I would like to show them the map that I drew up.
Yeah,
See
and
if they
Apollo
think it
and-
will suffice as well.
Alright, so yeah, Apollo expressed to you that he saw a flute that runs for about 500 gold and he would really, really like it. And he also gives the cowbell to Leo.
I'll give him a gold for the cowbell.
Okay. And he kind of expressed to you that this flute, it's like 500 gold, but it's got the sharpest tone, it's got the best music quality that comes out of it. It would really help improve performance. So it's definitely something I want to look into getting. Is that about right, Apollo? Alright. And Lindsay's there with the fox, who she kind of let go on the ground, and the fox is kind of staying close to Leo now. Alright, so Apollo feeds the fox some table scraps. Anything else going on before you guys venture out?
Any comments on the map?
I mean, do we have the original to compare it with just ourselves?
Yeah, you can look at the original he's got with him.
Yes, but I would like to return it because if this gets destroyed, we need to pay for it, and I would like to prevent that.
I mean, does it pass the Borden check? Am I satisfied that it will get us through the sewers and back out?
Yeah, you definitely see that it looks fairly outlined to the point where he got it situated where you can see what's going on. So you could definitely make out what's going on with it.
So,
Alright.
as long as I'm good with the map quality, because I don't want us getting down in a maze of tunnels and then being
Absolutely.
lost.
No, you think with this map, if it's as correct as the other one, you should be able to figure out where you need to go to look. And I would say that Xerath kind of points out to the location in the northern district where the marketplace region is, that he's like, this is the area that was specified that these gnolls have been spotted, so if we focus our search here, we should be able to get to them. And judging from the map quality and what you see, you can definitely make out that it would pass. It would definitely pass. If anything else, you can always make the map as you go to make sure everything's connected the way it should have been whenever you explored. But unless there's any other business you guys want to tend to before going into the sewers, I'm just going to ask you what we're going to do about the fox and what we're going to do about Lindsay.
Well, we don't have the guild property yet, do we?
No, not yet.
So that's going to be another, what, 2-3 days, I think it was?
He didn't give you any specific time, so you can always kind of check in afterwards and just see what's going on with that. But yeah, he gave you the sense that it would be within 2 to 3 days. Yeah, definitely safe to assume that.
I mean, we can take them with us. I'm not sure how well the fox would like trudging through the sewers.
Yeah,
But I also don't think it's a grand idea to leave him locked up in one of our rooms.
Maybe place them in the stables. Those things are built to keep animals.
It's a darn shame we don't have a druid in this group, huh? I think Leo's gonna be right back, otherwise I think he might have some input on this. Oscar, what do you think about the fox? Yeah. No, I'm not hearing anything.
I'm not either, that's why I was a little confused. You started going, yeah. I was like, oh,
No,
crap.
no. Oscar, you there?
Yes.
Yeah, did you have any opinion about the fox? Coming with or leave it behind? What's the plan?
Wouldn't it be best to leave it behind as, we're going to go fighting?
Well, if you want to use your room to hold it, be my guest.
Welcome back. Leo, what do we want to do with the fox?
I mean, I could, put it in my room.
Yeah, let's...
Maybe if you cast sleep on it.
Can the fox come with us?
Well, he could, but it would put him in danger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. That's what we're trying to figure out, what we're going to do with the extensional part of our party. Wonder if I have a fox.
It's mostly his fox, so
Wonder if
I'm
we
good
have-
with what he decides.
We can bring him with. I'll keep him in check while we're in the city.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, the compendium doesn't have a fox icon, so that's going to be a bothersome thing. But we'll figure something out. So we're bringing him with. And what do you want to do with Lindsay? She's coming with too?
I mean, she's a human, it's her option.
Well, she'll come with. She can definitely offer support. She has stated that she's willing to help if she can.
We'd never even tried to see if she would get fitted with any kind of armor or shield.
She definitely doesn't want any heavy armor. She kind of wears leathers.
Oh, she has leather?
Yeah, she has some leather garments and armor that she's got on.
Okay. Because as far as I was aware, she was dressed in, like, commoner clothes or street clothes, sort of a, like,
Travel
some
clothes.
Yeah, I mean,
dress type.
I would kind of assume that as you guys were going about, and this is, like, if she needed to make wardrobe changes to help you guys out, she would definitely see about getting some leathers so that she can at least protect herself.
Okay. Then that's the majority of my concern aside, because otherwise, that's a great way to get yourself messed up.
Absolutely. Alright, so, yeah, with that, you guys are now ready to head out?
I will give her the token from the temple.
She kind of puts it back in your hand and says you have better use for it. Like, she motions that you have better use for it than she would.
I'm thinking AOE, saving throw. Mechanically, metagame wise.
Unless she actually attacks in the group, I don't think she's going to be like, mechanic-wise, I don't think she's going to be an issue, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, she'll take the token and hold on to it for you if you want.
It would make me feel better.
If it makes you feel
if
better,
I'm
she'll
extending
take
this
it.
to her.
No, absolutely.
It
okay.
would comfort me to know she's protected.
Alright, she'll take the token and just nods her head at you. With that, the group is ready to head out to the northern district and see if they can locate these sewers. I will have Zerath roll survival with advantage to find the proper sewer. Takes a little while. You guys probably spend a good 20-30 minutes to get to the proper street and just kind of backtracking a little bit, making sure you got the right street figured out. And okay, yeah, this is it right here at the central point of this street that you're on. You can make out like manhole cover that's kind of covering down, and you're able to kind of go over there and pop the lid off and make your way down.
Okay, I climb down.
Alright, so he reveals the proper sewer to go into, and you guys start climbing down into the sewer way. As you guys kind of all get down, who's the last one coming in? Well, it'd probably have to be somebody other than her in order to pull the manhole cover back over.
I'm probably going to go in one of the first ones to provide light.
Alright, so you get down to the bottom, you cast light. Alright, so now we have light. Whoever
I'll go in last just to move the cover back in.
Yeah, Borden will come down last as the cover goes over. As everybody kind of gathers at the bottom of the cyst, or the tunnels that you have, let's go ahead and do a round of perception.
I'm going to put dancing lights, and of the 5, I'm going to put it on all of us except for me.
Alright.
I also have dark vision, but cool.
Well, I mean, that would,
Yes, I don't. Everybody has dark vision, I believe, besides Lindsley.
No, I don't think.
Well, they all go to her.
I don't think Leo has it, does he? No, he has it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm half orc. I have dark vision, but the light makes it brighter, so we don't have to rely on that. So we
Yeah.
can see out farther.
Yeah. you
Dark
can see.
vision is only 60 feet out.
Alright, so with the perception, basically what you're getting is that you hear a lot of squeaking noises. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Not no, but like little tiny creatures squeakers. And as you're wandering through, you kind of see like a couple of large rats who look kind of diseased off into the distance. You're probably within about 60 feet away from them as you catch notice of them, since you have that range with the lights. Just looking, like, as the light from your light spell kind of beams down the tunnel, you kind of get the gliss of their beady eyes, and then you just see this mouth shape of these rats being formed. What would you like to do? You can try to sneak past them, you can kill them, you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna ask where the map was pointing us to go, through the rats or away from
Yes.
the rat.
Yeah, from from where you dropped in, there's only one way to go, and that's in. Like, there's no back way,
Okay.
there's no forward way. This is like a leg into it. So you would have to definitely go through this situation.
Leo's just gonna start marching towards the rats.
So you're not going to try to sneak by.
I can't sneak in this heavy armor, dude.
It doesn't necessarily go well.
True.
Alright.
Let's march on in then.
And with that, I will
I
have
slink towards the back,
Alright.
but I'm somewhere in the middle of the group.
I will let you roll a stealth check, and then I would like for everybody to just kind of roll me initiative. Give me 1 second so I can clear the tracker. Make sure you click your token, hit initiative, and we will start this off. Yeah, that's about right, Leo.
Booyah!
everybody. We
And my stealth check. There it is.
And that's a 4.
did I really roll that high on that? Neat. All right, as we're walking by, what's the marching order?
I'm up front.
All right, so we got Leo up front. Who's behind him?
I don't know. I said that I slinked a bit towards the back.
After we get down to the tunnel, I don't think I would, take one of the first ones.
I'm just kind of moving everybody kind of down here. All right,
I'll be
so
third.
adjust your spot in the slots as you're kind of going left in this little direction on the bottom part of the sheet,
Where's my
I
token?
right here.
Oh, I was under Lindsay.
Something like that.
You closed the lid, so I think you will laugh.
Like, I'll move her wherever you want her. Just tell me who's where. And be in a straight line for now, because you're in a small, tight spot.
Yeah, so much Lindsay in between Apollo and myself.
Alright, so that's the order. Alright, as you're walking down about this way here, these rats do kind of snap out. I would say the line would be able to get to about right here. They're kind of like... Yeah, I'll have a better map for the other events soon, but this here is like something that just happened along the way. With that, I will have the rats start their attacks. With Leo at the helm. Two, 3, and then that fourth one will go after Oscar. So the fourth one bites Oscar. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, Oscar, as I do some damage. You take 5 points of damage, and you save from contracting the disease. With that there, it is Zareth's turn. You could probably move like one to the top, one to the bottom, but like it's a very tight space
I can't
here.
flank it like
Nope,
this.
you can't flank it there. There's technically a wall there.
Okay, then I want to attack that red in front of me twice.
Alright, go right ahead. You do have an ally within 5 feet, so you get advantage. Assassinate the whole night. Nope, they attacked first. So no assassinate.
Sneak
So
damage.
yeah. So that's a hit.
18.
Yep. And with that, you managed to kill that rat.
Oh, then I would like to move forward and then attack that one.
Alright, go ahead and
For
roll me.
to hit.
Do you believe that will hit? AC is only, yeah. They're not that hard to hit. These guys are just more here for a nuisance than anything. So yeah, you kill off 2 of them. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'll stay here.
Alright, with that board and you're up.
I'm gonna pop up to there.
Alright.
And seeing as this might be the only time I get to kill something with it. Every creature that I dictate within a 5-foot radius gets to make a con save or take 6 radiant damage. So 2 rats.
Fail. Fail. Oh, there you go. You killed him. With that, the party is quickly dispatched of 2 more dead rats. As you're able to move further along in this little hallway into the open tunnels, you kind of get a beat of where they are now. You know what they can do, and you do your best to kind of avoid them. So the major threat of these rats has been made apparent. You know what they're about, and you now can kind of maneuver around them. What I will do now is kind of move you to another map, and hopefully we're going to bounce. We're not staying on this one. Alright, chat, you can see all this. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn us over to rejoin as a player real quick so that chat can see what you're looking at right now. Alright. Alright, and I'll have you guys kind of adjust the order as you're coming. You're coming from this direction right here. You can see my ping. Did you see it?
No, I have an entire black screen, as in the map
Look
is
to the
entirely
far
black.
right. Look towards the far right of the map. There should be some open
At the
lit
top.
area. Yep, near the top and right. Yeah.
Nope.
Holy crap, the dynamic
going-
lighting works.
I'm going to do a refresh.
Yeah, alright, do a refresh. Don't move too far in. Stay right there, Leo. Leo is at the front. Go ahead and line up your characters as I go find Lindsay's token.
I think Borden went up and attacked the other right, so he'd be ahead of me now.
Alright, so here's the unfortunate thing, chat. We're not going to be able to keep an eye on this, but that's going to be their limited vision. So how about we take a look at what they're actually doing with. So don't move beyond that point. And when you move, I only want you to move one square at a time. And just kind of let me know what you see as you're going. You know, because this is something kind of put together on the fly, and hopefully it works out. If the dynamic lighting works out really well, we might do more of it, but yeah, this is just
I mean,
something
I'm digging it so far. It's working for me.
cool.
Yes, I have. I can see now as well.
Okay, you know what I might try to do is I'm gonna try to enter in again, and I'll have that as a player. But no, okay, so everybody is kind of situated
Let's
there,
see,
right?
Star, can you see my character token moving at all right now?
It doesn't move until you let go.
That's dirty.
Alright, so I should be
Yes,
able.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, don't.
No, I'm not actually. I'm moving up and down this hallway right here.
Alright, so check it out.
Dynamic lighting is sick.
Okay, since I'm on the same page here, I can bounce back and forth. So this is what we see, chat, and this is what they'll see. So we'll kind of go back and forth like this. What I need to do though is get Lindsay's token out. Let me find her real quick. We are putting her somewhere around here, and you guys technically have. Wait, we put the fox away, didn't we, or did we bring him with?
Leo wanted to bring him with.
All right, so what do I got to represent a fox?
You could give him my spiritual weapon token since he's mischievous.
Yeah, here, we'll do that. Boop. There's your little fox friend. It's kind of staying back there with Lindsay. Alright, so now that we got that set up, folks.
Just don't use spiritual weapon during the fight.
Up to this point, go ahead and let's get everybody to move. Alright. Everybody who's following, follow. Okay. Okay, okay. Alright. And then I need to pull.
We definitely need more of this dynamic lighting, though.
You digging it?
It's sick.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's pretty hot.
Alright, so what you see here is a puddle of water. The water comes up about 2 feet. And you kind of got to stay along the edges here to kind of stay up, you know, within the tunnel cave. And there's like this little drain right here, draining off into it. Advance within this range now, either left or right.
Can we check the map to see if we are walking the right direction?
Yeah, you're walking the right direction. And if you were to consult your map, you would see that you are too. Like, you're basically telling them this is the way we gotta go. And I'm basically trying to guide you into doing it without trying to reveal too much of the map. Because I'm making sure my dynamic lighting's set up. Alright, so at this point here, I will have everybody roll perception. Alright, for Leo, for Sarah, you definitely hear soft rumbles of like, coming from different volumes from the tunnel up ahead. Doesn't sound like it's too close at the moment. Maybe about 40 feet away or so. But you think if you were to go further up the tunnel, you might get a better idea. So within 3 steps from where you guys are, you can move up to 3 squares. Yep, there you go. Borden, go ahead and make a move. Alright, so yeah, I think lighting should be working on everybody. As you kind of approach that point, Leo, you notice these 2 gnolls just kind of... They don't notice you yet. Actually, I will make a perception check to find out if they do, because you're not technically sneaking, but... Let's see here. Alright, so they do hear your clanking armor coming down the hallway. With that there, we'll go ahead and start up a new initiative order. If you just rolled initiative, you're going to have to do it again. I had to take everybody off.
It was clear when I rolled.
Yeah.
So I had to take the natural 20 or the natural 1.
I'll put your 20 up there. There you go.
No, it's just me we're waiting on.
I think I need to roll for the...
Don't think it matters.
I can go last, it doesn't matter.
Alright, so approach it from this... Well, it's Apollo and Oscar, same turn. Let me switch up our music selection. Alright, so Leo has informed you there's some gnolls up ahead by either motioning or depicting it somehow by pointing it out. You guys start off with Apollo. What do you want to do? And let's see what Apollo sees now. Okay, so he sees them. So he's going to cast Shatter. 60 feet away from him is the range, and I need to make DC Constitution saving throws for those 2. 1 pass, 1 fails. Bottom 1 fails. And it's what, 9 damage, half that. And... anything else on your turn? Excuse me. Alright, Leo, you have inspiration as Apollo plays a quick little ditty on his lute.
It's a D6.
It's a D8 now. And with that,
Sweet.
Oscar, your turn is up.
Going to, since we have a very clear opening to our side, I'm going to go toward it and make sure that we're not, going to be attacked from the side.
So you're going to go down here. Okay. Go ahead and move. Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to say I see that now, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to cast a, yeah. I've been holding on to this for way too long, so I'm going to cast a chromatic orb on it.
Chromatic orb. Show me the spell. Let's do some
Fire.
clicking. Let's do some clicking here. Let's make some noise. So your attack roll is 14, which is a miss. Would you like to use your inspiration? Your GM inspiration.
Not for, no.
Okay. Anything else for your turn? Think you got sorcery points you can work with?
I don't think I need to use them right off the bat, though.
All
so
right.
I'm going to go back into the little hole I came out of.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right there and act like nothing happened.
Alright. So you tried to
And
do.
tell the rest of the party that we have an opening right here.
Alright, so yeah, he goes into that opening. He sees that knoll down there. He throws a chromatic orb and it just splashes off to the side and rolls away from him. And the knoll kind of looks in his direction, ready to come after him. With that, you are rushing back to your party and you inform them, there's one down here, guys. And with that, it is now the knoll's turn. With its movement, it catches up to Oscar, and you can definitely see it hissing as it gets to the opening. Let's see here. Gotta find mine. So, let's see. He's holding a two-handed spear, and he misses. Let's see, he looks. All right. Moving on. Movement's going on right now. Alright.
Well, this looks dirty.
2 on Leo. We're going with two-handed spears again. $15 does not hit, correct?
AC of 20.
Yep. Borden? 16 hit?
Negative.
Alright, let's take a look at what we got left. Let's see, we'll do short bow. At Apollo. Or longbow, sorry. So 16 a hit. Alright, roll your cutting words. Alright, will that cut it down? Okay, cool. So, yeah, that no fires off a longbow and tries to shoot Apollo in the back. However, he uses his cutting words to kind of distract him before the arrow slings off. And it just mystically slides off and bounces on the ground behind him and drops into the pool. Zareth, you are next, as the gnolls have kind of come in and... I'm sorry, there is one gnoll who could still do an attack on Oscar with a ranged weapon. Let me do that one real quick. An arrow pierces you for 3 damage as that one gnoll that is south of the other one gets in position, pulls out a bow, and fires at Oscar in the doorway and slams right into your shoulder. Zareth, you are now up.
I move closer and attack the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
That's 25 to hit.
That's a hit. Give me some damage.
That is 70.
I think that's 15.
Yes, but I use a +1.
Did you add?
Sword, so... No, not in my macro. But then 15 is fine, I'll fix that for later.
No, you go up there, you take a swing at him, and make good connect. He cuts right into his chest and gullet. He is bleeding profusely at this point, and he looks very weak. Anything else?
And I'm gonna attack him again as a bonus action.
Okay. Ooh, critical.
That's 14.
That's a bunch of damage. And with that, you slice through to him and chop into his gullet, and he kind of crumples and falls to your blade. And with that, are you moving or doing anything else on your turn?
Yes, I'm going to move back a bit.
Alright. Leo, your turn.
I'll go ahead and hit the knoll in front of me with 2 attacks.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll some attack dice. Those are both hits. What's our other damage? Seriously, nice. So you come out swinging and BAM! BAM! Your warhammer smashes through the skull as your longsword cuts through the left side of it. And it just crumples to the full brunt of your blows and just dies right there on the spot as you can take gratification from however it may come that you have managed to one-shot this. No. Dang, nice work.
And then I'll move, and then I'll end my turn.
Alright, let's take a look at what you're seeing here. Alright. Oscar, how are you looking? How's your health?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You're fine, alright. Just checking. Borden, you are up.
Alrighty. I'm going to pull out my new favorite spell, I think.
You're a spirit
I'm going
guardian.
to designate the party is safe. They don't need to worry about the saves
Oh,
or
absolutely.
any of that crazy crap. That doesn't quite get out far enough for me. So I need 2. He's just out of range. So I need 2 wisdom saves for half damage.
Alright, so where's it at?
It's a 15-foot radius around me.
Alright,
The
hold on.
Does it
last
stay
10
at-
minutes.
So you have
That
an aura.
answers my question.
Should be an aura thing, I believe it was. Let me see here. Oh yeah. 15 feet, right? Alright, so here you go. You got an aura. Bam! You can hit all those. So I need to make a wisdom check, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I need 2 of them.
Alright, let me get you settled up there. The one at the bottom?
Unless
first?
you're not counting the one there, but
No, the one on the edge gets hit. There's 2 of them that get hit. One up top? No, they both fell, so they both take, what, 21?
21 radiant.
Wow. Well, with that there, your radiant energy from your spirit guardian kills the one directly in front of you. The one up above you, whew, he is looking worse for wear. He doesn't look like he's long for this world.
And I will
And
position myself here to end the turn.
couldn't you have moved beforehand?
I could have, but I didn't say
Alright,
it, so I wasn't going to wreck on that.
No, I'm going to ask. So Spirit Guardian stays with you, right, as you're moving?
Yes.
Alright, yeah. He makes a save because you moved the aura in his region. So he takes... Roll it
And then I'll
again
move-
since it's a new, move into space type thing. We'll say it's a different roll. Like, just roll it again. Like, it already fell, but it's not going to take the original 21. It's going to take whatever your next roll is. So, re-roll Spirit Guardian. And this will be his damage.
Yes, he eats 12.
I did not see a roll.
It's right here below your 3rd wisdom save for me. I can throw it out again.
There we go. I see it now.
There it is.
Yeah, it lagged or something. It might
Yeah.
be because I'm running 2 instances here. Because,
Then you can disregard that next one.
yeah, that's fine.
I threw it again just to...
Alright, so with that... Yeah, you did some serious damage that turn. Good job. Apollo, you're up. You notice 3 dead gnolls. This radiant energy erupting around Borden. There's a couple of gnolls down south of Oscar, and he seems to be facing toe to toe with one. You could just make out the shape of maybe one that's right next to him in that doorway. Oh, let's take a look at what they're looking at, shall we? Vicious Mockery. Alright. So you cast Vicious Mockery, and I need to make a Wisdom saving throw for that. And that is a fail, so he takes 7 points of damage. So let's go back here and apply that. Alright. Anything else for your turn, Apollo? Disadvantage on the next attack for him. Alright. Good, good. Good to point out. And he's done. So yeah, Apollo comes over there and does a vicious mockery towards the one that's over there with Oscar and manages to connect and also give disadvantage on the next roll. We are now to Oscar. You got this gnoll that's in your face, Oscar. You see the other one that's right behind him with a longbow.
I'm going to cast a level 2 Burning Hands directly, like below me.
Alright. And what's the range of Burning Hands?
It is a 15-foot cone.
Alright, so you're going to try to engulf both of them, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so roll me the... What's the save? Or roll the spell so I can see what I gotta save against. So I need Dex from these two, so let's see here. That one saved. That one did not. Yep. Alright, so the one in front of you, he will take
One takes
half.
8, one takes 16.
So yeah. So -8 off the first one, and you fired his burning hand, and it kind of singes the guy in front of you as he kind of ducks back away to allow the flame to get further back behind him, and then the brunt of the flame just engulfs his buddy that's right there behind him with the bow. So yeah, good round for you. Anything else on your turn?
No, there isn't.
Alright.
And I'm going to stay here because I see that I'm blocking the path to the rest of the party from behind, so I'm going to hold out here.
The fox seems a little bit startled, and Lindsay's giving chase to the fox. No one here is gonna attack Oscar.
I'm gonna need wisdom saves again from the 2 when you get to those.
Alright. It's on their turn. 18's a hit. Oscar?
Yes.
So this one takes a spear and gets into position and then takes a stab at you, and he pierces you for 6 points of damage as you know, you're recovering from your burning hands, and he takes a stab at you afterwards. Now we got a longbow coming after you. And the arrow misses as he's trying to put out the flames that are next to him. We need saving throws on... What was it? Wisdom? Oh,
yeah.
no. Oh, wait. Yeah, that was the one that had disadvantage. You're correct, Paulo. Let me... What was his other roll? 17 was...
12.
Wait, what was it?
It was a melee.
Okay. So then, yeah, okay. So you don't take the 6 damage. I apologize.
Okay.
So you're fine. Good call, Paulo. So that was his attack. So that vicious mockery saved you from getting hit there. Good for you.
Thank you.
Now, that on their turn, they need to make wisdom.
Yeah, when they start their turn, they need to make a wisdom throw, and I'll need to roll damage for that.
So roll me some damage, because I got a feeling they're not going to make it. Okay. Alright, let's see the damage.
Okay. 3d8 plus 4. Yeah. Your beat 15 save, they take half.
No, none of them beat it. So, yeah. The radiant energy of your spirit guardians batter into these gnolls and smash them to the ground. And just like that, these two are now dead. You were right. Rest in
Alrighty.
peace for those two that were near you, so they didn't even get a chance to react.
Then I have movement left.
Well, hold on. I still have options, don't we? We still have options, chat.
Well,
Let's
there's
see
still
what we
two
can-
players, but I still have movement when it
No,
comes
no.
to my turn.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to think what I want to do to you guys.
I have become the Radiant Buzzsaw. Fear me.
Let's do some movement of our own, shall we? Rough terrain.
If you move now through Oscar, you should be able to.
Alright, so, yeah, that would be their turn. Zerath, what are we doing?
Can I see the gnoll with the longbow that is shooting at Oscar?
Nope.
That wall kind of blocks your.
Unless you were to move, which you haven't done yet.
Well, I would first like to try and hide before I move.
There's a side wall there you could probably duck behind. Alright, so as far as you know, you're hidden.
And do I have a clear shot at the gnoll?
I'm gonna say disadvantage because Oscar's in the way.
Okay, then I take a shot with my short bow.
Oh, that still
That's
hits.
18 to hit for 20 damage.
20 damage. So you're aiming for the one with the longbow, right?
Yes.
And as your arrow goes zooming underneath the Oscar's arm, it snags into the gnoll behind it and spins him to the ground as his longbow tumbles into the latrine, the cyst. Anything else on your turn?
And then I move back towards my original position.
Alright, very well. Leo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I want to check out this little area up here. Seeing nothing, I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and dash out of there.
Alright, go ahead and... Just like on cue. Boom.
I see target.
One thing I need to know about your spirit guardian. How long does it last?
10 minutes concentration.
Holy shit. Oh, no, I just know what I gotta do. Alright, Borden, what do you want to do?
First, I'm gonna ask Oscar how he's doing.
I'm doing fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's got
He's
a bunch
doing
of fish,
fine.
bunch of vicious mockery going on in the background.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm happy to sit here. I'll go ahead and roll some damage.
That is for 3.
How's that for 3? It's not touching that very last one. And I don't feel like burning a dash for 1 square.
Oh yeah, I have my pointer the wrong square.
So you move this aura into their range, right?
Yes.
And are you able to see the aura?
Yes, I aura
Okay,
myself.
'cause I couldn't see it on the thing there on the other map. But anyway, so I need to make wisdom saving throw for these two clowns to see what we get. Both of them fail, so they both take 17 points of damage as you move into their zone, which now asks the question, what do you want to do with your action?
I mean, I can take a whack at this guy right next to me. Why not, right?
Yeah, go for it. He's not doing anything today. But he did duck out of the way of that one. He sees your warhammer come sliding out of the air and into his face, and he's like, no, it already burns. It burns, it burns. And he kind of shuns back away from you.
And, I will go ahead and end my turn standing there.
Let me check something on your... Boop. Alright, now it is Apollo's turn. Tell me what we're doing, sir. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you can see all that mess down there. So you're casting Shatter at that point. And I need to make 3 DC Constitution saves. Alright. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So max damage is 20, but the other one takes 10. Wow, he would have taken the 10, so he dead. He dead. And this guy here takes 20. Ooh. Ooh, you guys are just plowing through these no's.
The elemental buzzsaw.
Ooh. What's up? Wait,
I'm
there's
still
more?
thinking about this now. I'm so happy.
What's the 8 for? Oh, you cast it at 3rd. Well, jeez. Talk about overkill. Blech.
You have 4th level?
It's originally 3d8 and then it's... What level is this spell anyway? What level is the spell itself though? So it's 1 level higher. It already rolled you the 5 and the 15. So, yeah, this thing's still alive.
Not if he enters my radius.
Don't come near me. Away. Away. Anything else for your turn, Apollo? Because if not, Oscar, you are on deck. Go ahead and tell me what you want to do. Since you're on the other side of the map.
Since everything I want to throw at him is going to have disadvantage.
By the way, Apollo, real quick. It said higher level cast and it gives you a number, and that's the 1d8 that it rolled for the higher level cast. 2nd level spell, then the higher level cast, so that makes it a 3rd level, so it did figure it in. Yeah, you're good. Alright, sorry about that. Go ahead, Oscar. Tell me what's going on. You got this one no who kind of pierced you with a spear.
Thinking if I want to burn it or push it.
Well, you push him, there's like a 20-foot drop. But it's got water in it.
And we need to skin their ears, so don't push them.
Yeah, I know. That's wrong.
I would say a head no would work. How it dies is up to you.
How much?
Well, we need to bring back the ears.
How much charring to the ears would burning hands do?
Well, it depends
You know
where
what?
you're aiming.
Okay, I'm just gonna aim like center mass with burning hands on him.
Alright, go for it. And I need to make a dex check again. Is that right?
Malachi!
Roll the spell for me. Spell, 14 points of damage. So, yeah. You incinerate the center part of his mask, and a burning hand emblem kind of shines through his fur and then just peers out the other end as a flaming ham symbol just kind of bursts through its innards. So he is dead. What would you like to do now?
I'm going to move up and go.
I can't see my token anymore.
Because you're invisible. Alright, Chad, let's see what we can do. You're right here.
Yeah, well, I think dynamic lighting somehow is not enabled for me, so...
Give me my lighting.
Because I can move myself and then I can see it. But
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do something like this instead. Alright. So, from this angle, we got one longbow shot being taken at Borden. No, not you. Yay, I hit him! 8 points of damage, and I need you to make a concentration check.
Already?
Easily saved. Damn it. So he fires off that longbow, sees that you're still flaming around. He's going to take his movement and back away. Let's see here. Yeah, there's 2 more shots coming at you from the shadows. And both of them fly by and miss. Let's see here. Can this guy do anything?
Love to hear that.
Alright, let me check the angle. Don't want to cheat my players since I've already positioned it. Oh yeah, we could do that. We can do that. Yeah, whatever. That would go through the wall, so that won't work. He doesn't have any attacks like that anyway. Alright, folks. That's all you can tell. Yep, that's it. That ends the Knoll's turn. Zareth, you're up. You just saw 2 or 3 arrows whiz by from the south tunnel.
can you check my dynamic lightning? I don't think it is enabled or something for me.
Oh, okay, hold on. I think I see what you're talking about. Let me see what I can do here. Let me get on the right thing. I don't know how that got erased. How about
Maybe
that?
with my refresh.
Yeah, it might have done something. So, yeah, basically, arrows were shot from down here. That's all you know. Or that's where they landed.
I would like to hide.
Well, I don't know what you're gonna hide from. There's nothing around you.
Yeah, just to be sure.
Alright, go ahead. Now go ahead
That's
and move.
20.
So you use your bonus action to hide.
Then I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And now as my action, I can dash, right?
Yeah. Alright.
Then I'm moving here.
Okay. Alright, and that will end your turn.
Yes.
Leo, your turn. Just so you know, that's you can't. That's the inside of the pool. Walk this way. You have to walk this way. Yeah, because there's a big cistern pool that's right there off to your right as you're walking down here. It looks like a 20-foot drop as the tunnels kind of drop off in this section here. You could kind of go across this little ditch and get to them if you want, whenever you have the movement for it. Is that as far as you can go?
I have 5 more feet of movement. Can I move 1 square forward?
Yeah. I'll even let you go here if you want.
No, I'm good where I'm at.
Alright.
And then my bonus action, I'll cast Vow of Enmity on the... Wait, there's a big guy, right?
Let me see what you can see. Yeah, you see 2 big guys.
What do the 2 big guys look like?
They look a little bit bigger than the ones you've been facing. One looks pretty battle hardened, and the other one has like a sly look to them. They just look like bigger versions of the gnolls. The tokens should say it all. Honestly, let me see here.
I'll go ahead and cast Vow of Enmity on the guy that looks battle hardened. Which one would that be? Okay,
probably,
yeah,
probably
okay.
No, actually, probably this one here. He looks
Okay.
like he would be the biggest threat, probably. So, okay, remind me what it does as I put a thing on him.
I threw it up in the chat.
You can see within 10 feet of you, use the channel Divinity, you gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP. Okay, so Vow of Enmity has been uttered. And what else for you?
That'll end my turn. That was my movement, my action to dash, and my bonus action cast Vow of Enmity.
Alright. And with that, Borden, it is your turn.
Let's see here. See, he had to dash to get there. I can land there if I take my dash.
Okay. Evil motherfucker.
Like, I know I'm gonna be eating bow attacks until you either break my concentration or I die.
So I need to make 4 wisdom. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yes, and I will go ahead and roll the damage for it.
Let me see here.
It's 15 feet, right?
Yes, it is a 15-foot radius.
Then wouldn't that guy in there be in there as well?
It's a radius, not a cube. That's the difference, actually.
Well, he failed, fucker. And I'm trying to move these 2 main bosses into GM roles so that you guys don't know what's going on. So we'll whisper these roles to us, chat. We're the ones that know. You know I'm playing fair. Okay, so yeah, they both fail. So now how many regular gnolls are we killing too? So where is
It's like 2 regulars, 2 of the big bossy looking types.
You might still be whispering to yourself and.
No, I'm purposely doing that, right? These are the other 2.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 of them were bigger than that. So only one of them takes half damage. Which probably won't matter because he'll still die. How much damage was that? 20? Jesus. Gordon, go away.
I believe this is one of, if not the single most damaging spells a cleric gives.
This is an evil spell. It does need to go away. But we'll see what happens.
I only have 2 casts a day. So
Alright, so Borden, you moved into position. That's as far as you can go, right? You used your action to dash in. Anything else for a bonus action?
Is this one fucker right in front of me still alive? Like diag?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and sit here.
That's a concentration spell, so that means you can't do anything else that requires that. Alright, so Apollo. Alright, chat, let's go back and see how it looks on their end. Jesus Christ, I hope you're about out of these. So now I need to make Alright, what was the point of origin? Right there? Alright. So point of origin from here. How many am I saving on? A little bit of dice roll on my side. DC was 14, only one of them saves. So that's 14 for everybody but that one. Say this guy here saves, so we'll do that. Whew, you guys are killing it. Just killing it. Dead. Anything else for your turn there? So, Apollo casts Shatter within that radius. Yeah, he took damage. Those rolls were sent to me. I didn't send them to you. Chat will see them though. I hope Borden does feel bad about this. Yeah, I'm doing, like, boss characters, I'm gonna send those chat rolls to me, just to kind of leave you guys in the dark. An inspiration on board.
So just chat dogging on me?
No, not really. 1d8 inspiration goes to board, and as a tune from Apollo's lute comes singing out towards you.
Right.
I want you to make perception check. All around. Apollo and Zareth, you hear a loud but it doesn't sound like it's coming from the knolls.
Can we hear a direction?
It sounds like it came from the direction you were originally coming from.
Everyone's thinking I'm just saying that Fox found something nasty.
Exactly. It's either that or it's Lindsley trying to scream.
Or Lindsay grabbing a fox.
Or I did not hear that, so I'm going to
Yeah,
continue.
Zareth and
south.
Apollo are the only two who heard it, so yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to act on it character-wise. I just
Well,
we're all thinking
you
it.
all heard it at this point, so if you wanted to point it out to your fellows, you can definitely do a quick free action. But alright, let's
Who's the
take
win?
yeah. Speaking of which, the air is kind of stagnant down here.
Ow.
Maybe I should get a concentration check from Borden anyway.
I'm fine, Apollo.
I haven't killed any of you yet, so you're all fine.
I haven't taken any damage at all.
Oscar, what are we doing, sir?
Uh, which of the big knobs look the most hurt? Or is it? Are
Probably
they both?
this one.
Okay, I'm going to burn him.
How are you going to do so?
Scorching ray.
Roll the spell. So one scorching ray hits, damage. Wait, that's Ray of Frost.
Ignore those. Wrong one.
Yeah, let's get
I
on
saw
the
Ray.
spell. Okay, let me double check that one. Hit, miss, hit. So 2 hit, so go ahead and roll me damage for 2. Total of 15?
Yep.
Wow, that was just enough to kill it.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to cast it again on the other.
Oh no, whatever shall I do? Alright, so go ahead and roll. So you use Quicken Spell, right? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
And then quicken another Scorching Ray as it leaps out from your hands. Hit, hit, hit. Plus 23. He gets pelted by all these fiery rays.
That's 22.
Okay, fine. I'll add 1 back. It's fine. And he looks worse for wear, but he's still holding on. He's very weakened, though. With that,
I'm going to end my turn.
Jesus, guys. Jesus. 5, 10, 15. He does something here as an action. And then he just disappears. These two here, seeing that you killed their leader, are both gonna gun for Oscar. Longbows. Let's see here. So
I think
one,
the big guy has a different initiative than the small guys, according to the turn order.
Not according. I didn't put him down separately. Or did I? Did I really?
Yeah, he's behind me.
Yeah.
And I never
He
put
is
the
with a
leader on
4.
there. I never put the leader down there. Alright. So, 1 longbow attack, 7 points of damage as an arrow comes piercing through the tunnel and hits Oscar. Dead, dead, dead. Wow. Do we have any more plays anywhere? There is a secret play being had, but they don't know about that, do they? Alright, with that, let's see. So who passed my perception check last?
Me and Apollo only.
Alright, so what are you going to do on your turn?
First, am I still hidden with my stealth roll of a 20?
As far as you know.
Then I'm gonna shoot the big guy. That's 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 17 damage.
And he topples against the wall and falls and crumples.
Then I shout out, "There's something in the back." As a bonus action, I'm going to hide, and I'm going to snoop up to scout ahead.
Alright, so go ahead and where are you moving? Alright. Alright, so you heard that, Leo. What's up? What do you want to do? There's only these 2 archers who are on the bottom part of this.
I'll move up here and then attack this guy.
Alright, go ahead and give me some swings, sir. Paladin of Illumina comes charging in. It comes over here to attack this gnoll. That will be a miss.
Bonus action, I'll attack again.
Alright, and you swing with the other hand. The longsword misses, but somehow the warhammer crashes right on top of his skull. Go ahead and give me some damage. And that's how much?
15.
Wow, that's just enough to kill him. And you just pulverize him right to the ground, and his head is like concaved inward from where the hammer impacted.
And then I'll move the rest of my movement right up next to this guy.
Alright, so for the clarity of, because the image is kind of shoddy, you're technically blocking anybody else to get closer to him, unless they come from the other side. This guy is dead. Borden, you're up. Just walk on over here and make your presence known. You know, I'm starting to wonder though. Spirit Guardian. I don't think it travels with you, does it?
Range itself.
They fit
Comes with you.
to it, this. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, so what are you doing?
Character-wise, I'm torn between continuing the murder fest, as it were, and I'm assuming it did shout out and say something's going on in the back. I believe
Yeah.
Zareth said it, yes?
Yep.
Yes, I shouted out that something was going on. And then I disappeared into the shadows and checked it out.
Let's see here.
I hate these decisions.
Here, I'll help you make one.
You'll help me make one.
Well, I'll make you think you're making one.
Oh, just rolling a shit ton of dice and adding a sense of urgency, you see?
No, something happened. As you're fixing to take your turn, you hear this loud as if there was like a barrel of flames being ignited somewhere from the north end where you guys came in from.
You say barrel of flames. I'm thinking cave-in. Is a dwarf what I have known? That's a distant cave-in.
No, you would definitely feel like the air got thinner for a second.
Well, shit. And I've got faith in him.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
I'll be taking my dash.
If you keep going around that bend to get to that knoll, if you're trying to go into melee range, you will be directly behind Leo. You cannot get past him.
No, I'm aware of that. You said he was
Alright.
blocking.
Yep. Alright, just making sure.
But you can stand behind him, right, to get the aura in.
Yeah, you can move into him, though.
I just watched Leo bitch smacked one of these, and it died, and he continued the charge.
True.
You guys peeled out more damage than I was anticipating. That's all I gotta say. At first, chat was like, wow, that's a lot of nulls, and then it's like, oh, wait, never mind.
50 feet of movement will get me to here.
So you're going back up that way? Alright. As you
Yeah,
two
I'll
are
have that
kind
girl
of...
protected.
Let's see what we got going on our screen, shall we? Alright. So, yeah, Seraph would probably feel it. There's like a little warmth to the air closer to you. It's starting to spread a little bit. You kind of feel a little warmer going in this direction. Paulo, you're up. There was nothing else for your turn, right, Borden?
No, that's all I'm gonna be doing.
Alrighty. Let's look on their side, shall we, chat? Let's see what they're dealing with. Alright, what do you see over there? The tunnels just seem to kind of go, well, actually they kind of dead in there. You just see this watery pool where the sewers are draining into the cistern that's off to the other side over here. Like, this is waterway that's just coming down. And it's draining off here. Alright, so we're doing another Fish's Mockery on that guy there, and he needs to make a DC saving throw. Which he will fail, of course. None of these guys are doing very well in that department.
Have they passed more than 3 saves?
No,
combined?
well, it's been shitty for them. They haven't been able to do much. Yep,
I
disadvantage.
had
Alright, so he gets disadvantage on his attack. So Apollo moves off to the side there, gets good line of sight on the remaining Null, casts Fish's Mockery, and now this Null is like dealing with life problems, like serious life problems. Like, its life is going to end, and the problems are just getting worse. And it has no idea of how it's going to deal with it. Apollo turn, anything else? Yep, you're done. Alright, Oscar, you are up.
Well, I saw Zareth, run away and go north, and I saw Borden go past me. So I am going to join them and dash through them.
Alright, so show me where you're landing.
Take the other pathway, get more visual.
Let's see which way how this turns out, folks. So 30. And then 25 more feet. Put you... Alright. As you walk into that zone, you definitely feel this wave of heat just kind of permeating from that tunnel to your east. Off in this direction. Anything else for your turn?
I can't do anything, so no.
Alright, so that ends your turn. Attack of opportunity, Leo, as this gnoll kind of fidgets with something against the wall and he's trying to move away from you. Well, 14 hit, I think their AC is 15. So that misses. He fiddles with something and then he disappears into the wall.
Was it just like a secret door or something?
Yeah, something like that. You see a brief opening and then he's just instantly in it. And he ducks away as your sword slings over his head. With that, the gnoll has disappeared. Zareth, what are you doing? Still kind of in initiative.
I'm going to move into the hallway where we were coming from, where we entered the sewers.
Alright, so go ahead and move your movement.
What do I see?
As you approach this area, you see Lindsay and the fox standing over two burnt gnoll corpses. Lindsay has her bow.
Just go just throw a damn fireball.
She has her bow pointed towards the corpses and she's just standing there. And with that, we're going to take a quick break because apparently I got something going on in the front room I need to take care of. So I will be right back. Go ahead and debate on that.
We're still live, yeah?
We are.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and say it. Hi, Twitch. I'd say hi, Mom, but I know my mom doesn't watch this because...
So what are we gonna do about this stuff?
Cut their ears off.
I'll let the murder hobos do that. Then again, this round I think I might be the murder hobo.
So get your hands dirty.
Ooh. I don't drink enough to cut gnoll ears.
I should have spiked your tea last night then.
I'm telling you,
Well,
I've
I'm going
said
to
it
get
before.
this. I will be back.
If someone spikes my tea, I will treat it as an attack on my person. Part of Borden's whole clergy life is he does not drink. He keeps a clear head. Yeah, you're not doing bad for being a mute bard as well. Someone really should have told Star to mute himself. Okay. I was about to say.
So what exploded on your end?
On my end,
No, on Stars I hear something like got them work.
I'm not sure about his living situation, but he might just like roommates or parents or something having him help with something real quick. We could see that.
Ah well, Apollo, we did fine regardless. And
I mean-
yes, you're doing a pretty good job for not being able to speak.
Tell you what, next encounter, I won't use the spirit guardians, And you can cast Fairy Fire as many times as you damn well please.
Is Fairy Fire a spell or a cantrip?
I believe it's a first level spell.
Yes, he just said so. And if I remember correctly, that gives advantages on any creature that is affected by the spell.
It gives your allies advantage to hit. Again, unless I'm mistaken, I haven't cast Fairy Fire for a good number of months in any game.
Like, do you guys have connection problems with Roll20?
I don't.
Because I got a message a couple of times that I got disconnected from Roll20.
It might just be a Europe thing. I mean, you are literally, a quarter of the way around the world and some change.
Yes, I'm curious what my ping would be.
Probably awful.
Likely, yes.
Speaking of Fairy Fire, though, if you're worried about catching me as collateral, I'm pretty sure Star would appreciate the extra Constitution checks he would get out of having advantage on attacks against me. At least this time.
Yes,
Don't let
he
the
would.
spell out every.
As well as the. Oh no, it's just attacks, right? So it doesn't affect the saving throws.
I welcome any damage that he throws at me. Because he can't really hit me.
Well, I think
Yeah,
Fairy
you
Fire
have
is
full
a save,
play.
isn't it? I'm pretty sure Fairy Fire is a save versus damage. Yeah, Dex save. There we go. Oh. Welcome back.
What exploded?
Alright, so I am back now. Unmuted from OBS, so you guys should be able to hear me in chat. Sorry, I had a little situation to take care of. So yeah, as you're turning around and notice Lindsay's got her violin up by her shoulders and her bowstring, or her bow of the violin, pointed out at the two corpses of gnolls that were found. And the fox is just kind of hiding behind her legs. So as she was kind of chasing after the fox, she kind of turned into this hallway here. We're currently out of initiative since all threats have been eliminated.
I think Apollo is looking for more blood. He wants to know if he can copy the wall motions for the gnolls.
Yeah. Let's see here. Were you... Probably not, because you were too far away. Unless you get a... Make a perception check.
I'm going to use Detect Magic in the meantime to see if I can find
No,
anything.
you wouldn't even know what he did. So, as far as mimicking what the gnome might have done, you were kind of still too far away for it to actually be what he actually did. What's going on up here by Lindsay? Who's doing what?
I walk up to her and nod to her, and then I'm going to start cutting ears.
Okay, well, she kind of turns and looks in your direction as if she's ready to fire off another spiral of her strings, and then she sees that it's you, and she kind of has like an elated look to her face, and then she drops her bow and violin to her side, and then she kind of follows with you.
Having heard precisely nothing from Zareth giving an all clear, I'm going to continue hauling ass.
Alright, so yeah, you kind of come in there and you see these two gnolls dead, the fox behind Lindsay as she's finally lowering her guard as she lowers her violin next to her and the bow next to her.
You alright, lass?
I will need whoever's going to do the cutting to give me survival rolls for the ear cutting, and then we'll roll investigation soon on loot. So she shakes her head yes as she answers you, Borden. And the fox kind of skimpers around and just kind of ducks in and out of the water and just lapping up and just joyfully walking around now that he's safe. She points at the fox and points at herself, and she points at the nose.
Well done. Born's just like taken aback here a little bit.
Yeah, these
I
nose.
didn't expect that out of her.
Yep, you did not, and you can still feel the heat of the room, and you can definitely, if you were, well, I don't know, do you want to know the cause of death?
From the heat being given, it's safe to assume there was a lot of fire.
Yeah, so there was a lot of fire that was ignited in this hallway, so yeah, she did something to create enough fire to kill these two gnolls.
Does she or the fox look at all wounded?
No, I don't think so. Like, she caught up to the fox, it looks like, well, it looked like, just from how it was seen as you guys walked in here, you saw the fox behind her. So apparently the fox ran off and she went after the fox when you guys engaged. As they were in this tunnel and she was trying to keep an eye on the fox, these two gnolls must have snuck in. And then she took care of the gnolls to protect the fox. So that's about what you get from this situation.
Right.
With that, if we're cutting ears, who's doing the cutting? Okay, Sarah.
I'm cutting the ears in the guy in front of me.
Just or all? Just these two, or
I can start moving to.
now? What I was
cut
going
all
to
of them.
suggest before you start making a roll, like I had to get this information so I can inform you of how we're going to roll. Because I want to know if anybody's helping you, and then you could roll with advantage. So, with Zareth helming the survival check for ears, who's helping him cut the ears? Alright, you just get a straight survival check since nobody wants to help.
Apollo said that he wants to give me inspiration.
Alright, so go ahead and do your 1d8, add it to your 14 that you already rolled. Oh, nice. Saved yourself. 22. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pairs of ears that you managed to cut off.
And on the big bosses,
Yep, them included.
I want to wait for them a bit.
Nope, too late. You already cut them.
Okay.
Cure Wounds was cast on Oscar. Go ahead and say this stuff, guys. If you could talk, don't make me do all the talking.
No, you were in the middle of
No,
talking about
that
the
wasn't
ears, and I
it.
didn't want to interrupt that hard.
No, you can interrupt that. I don't give. So yeah, Oscar, you get 11 HP back. You didn't really take as much damage as everybody thought. So yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this off. Now, we're probably wondering about loot. So let's have everybody go back down where Leo is.
I gotta get rid of my aura so we're not still dealing with that shiny bullshit.
Yeah, that would have faded by now. So yeah, everybody gather around this south wall, because I imagine you guys want to do some checks around here, right?
Yes.
So, you know that this gnoll ducked into this wall somehow.
I did not, so unless someone tells me.
Yeah, so Leo, Borden... Wait, Borden wasn't here. Apollo was here, though. So Leo and Apollo know about it. and Apollo will inform you. And I'm going to say within about 10 minutes you were able to gather up all the ears, by the way. And as for individual treasure on the knolls, there's a spear on each one and a longbow. So if you're salvaging weapons, you could probably get those off them. The leathers that they're wearing are pretty much ruined from the attack, so those are worthless. And let me see what else they have on them. How many of them were there? It was quite a bit. 16 pairs of ears, I told you?
Yes.
Oh wait, that's challenge level.
No, wait, one ran away, so that might be 15.
No, 16 was the number I counted for everybody that was present. Browsing through the pockets, checking for any kind of chink that they might have, you come across about 32 gold pieces and 100 silver.
Alrighty.
Alright, you got that?
Yeah, I'll throw that in the party fund.
All
32 and 100.
Yep, I'm about to delete it on my side. I don't remember this stuff. I rely on you guys.
Are we salvaging the weapons as well?
That's up to you.
That's on the bag of holding holder.
So you can put 16 spears and 16 longbows if you want. Alright, now tell me what we're doing around this wall.
You guys want me to check it out?
Detect magic. Are we doing detect magic instantly? Are we doing ritual cast? What's going on?
Let's wait a bit. Maybe it's just something mechanical, then I might be able to figure it out.
Well, while they probably set in to do a ritual cast, why don't you go ahead and make me an investigation check? Sarah. You kind of fiddle around with the wall, but Apollo kind of knows you're not fiddling in the right spot, so apparently you don't know where the mechanism is at this point, and Apollo's the only one that can tell you that's not where it's at.
I'm going to explore the bottom right corner. We haven't explored that part yet.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me investigation.
So I will aid him on that since I'm not needed for the door.
Alright, so roll investigation with advantage on Leo. Sarah, I'll let you... Ooh. That's a natural 20, right?
Yep, natural 20, but I have a -1 to my intelligence.
Yeah, I saw that. So, put that on pause. Something good over there. We'll deal with that in a second. Sarah, I need you to roll one more investigation. With Apollo aiding you, I'm going to give you advantage as well. After he points it out, you find a mechanism and it clicks and this little passageway opens up. It goes down a little ways and seems to burrow out further. You get a good waft of outside air coming in through here.
Is it air from within the city or something more foresty?
Well, it feels like it's leads maybe outward towards whatever structure would be on. I don't know. It's not quite city air, not quite nature. It's a little in between, maybe. I mean, it's fresh air as far as you know.
Okay, I'm going to wait here.
All right. So, what level are we now, guys?
5.
We're level 5, huh? You find a sack that's kind of just roughly put together. Has a few items in it.
I'm ready with the list.
Yeah, let me make sure this is the list I want to give you, though. I want to re-roll this. Alright. So, There's a small bag of beans.
It
There's
is
a
beans, right? Like
Beans. Beans. Bag of beans. There's a scroll that's wrapped up. You find a cloak. A very familiar potion. Potion of healing for that one. And let me see here. There's a very elegant looking longsword just kind of laying up against the wall behind the bag. These look like these must have been little knickknacks and treasures they might have been able to pilfer whenever they tried to attempt to go out into the city and come back down. Or something to that effect. But, yeah, these here were just kind of sitting off to the side.
I'll grab the longsword and the cloak.
Alright.
Should we call Oscar over, see if they're magical of sorts?
I was gonna have Oscar check the whole lot before we started moving stuff around.
Oh, I
Okay,
did.
hello.
Yeah, what are we doing, Oscar?
We still in the sewer.
Yeah, you're still down
Just,
below.
I need to detect magic down here just to see if I see anything.
Alright, so the detect magic would definitely pick up a couple of items in that little stuff that they got. You pick up 3 items that are magical. The scroll you can open up and read, and it says Blade Ward. The bag of beans don't look like nothing more than just a bag of beans.
Yeah, sorry for going away for a little bit.
So what items did he find that were magical? The sword, the cloak, and
Well, the scroll was glowing. The potion you have, which is a potion of healing, but you already know what that is. So technically, there are 2 unidentified items.
Can I sit down and start to identify?
Yeah, are you doing it as a ritual? If we're willing to spend, 20 minutes down here? So, if you're ritual
Fine,
casting,
but
I'm just...
I closed the secret door then.
Alright, so you close the door. Sorry, I'm doing mental math in my head where that path might lead. So... Yeah, after spending about 20 minutes just kind of resting, relaxing, trying to get this stuff identified, you find a cloak of elven kind. And the longsword is a longsword +1.
Can I use that cloak? Because I am the only sneaky guy around here.
Yeah, sure. And I'll hand the cloak off to Zareth.
Alright.
Thanks, Leo.
Yep, while you wear this cloak with its hood up, wisdom perception checks made to see, you have... Checks made to see, you have disadvantage. You have advantage on dex. Stealth checks made to hide, yeah. Okay, so perception checks made to find out where you are at disadvantage while you're wearing this. So, yeah, definitely something for a rogue to use.
I equip it immediately.
Yep, pulling the hood up or down requires an action. Keep that in mind.
And it takes an hour to attune to it if it requires attunement.
Yep.
Or is it a short rest? I can't remember. It's one of the two, an hour or a short rest.
Yeah, something like that. So it wouldn't be worth, it's not going to work right away. Unless you guys take a short rest down here, which is an hour. So with that, is there anything else you guys want to do?
Who wants the potion?
Yeah, it's a regular healing potion, whoever wants it.
I
Alright.
have 2, so if someone else
Apollo
doesn't,
will ask for the potion.
Sounds fine
then
to
it goes
me.
to Apollo.
Yeah, you already got a
Yep.
cloak, greedy bastard. No. Alright, so now with the items kind of passed out, potion to Apollo, cloak to Zareth. You guys are,
Figure the scroll will go to Oscar. Yeah.
yeah. Anything else we want to do in the sewers?
Anybody want this longsword?
I use hammers.
So I guess it's yours.
All right, I have 2 +1 longswords and a +1 warhammer. Might want to. I'm gonna throw one of the longswords in the bag of folding, as well as all the weapons we collected from the knolls.
That is quite the armory you got there.
So I hope someone's got that sheet open and updating the bag of holding.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I have noted down in Notepad. I could have done it later.
Alright, so back to the question at hand. What are we doing in the sewers?
So you guys want to follow and see where that path leads?
I would like to give Lindsay a piece of paper and have her write down what happened from
Okay.
her perspective.
She writes down basically that she noticed the fox darting away from the fight. She went to keep an eye on it, and the 2 of them just kind of hid out there until they were attacked, and she defended the wolf, or the fox.
So the fire came from Lindsay and not the fox.
Yes.
Okay, I was just checking.
No, absolutely, that's fine.
Oh, we
The
now have
fox
a
is
name for the
throwing that.
fox.
And
Well, you thought we had a firefox?
If it helps,
That
I
would've been
used detect
sick.
magic on him a long time ago.
Yeah, you didn't detect any magic on him. However, recollection, detect magic used back at the cart, you did detect magic on the violin itself. If you recall it. If you didn't, oops.
No, I remember that.
Yeah,
But
I figured you
it's a
did.
bard's weapon, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's safe to say that she has some fighting capabilities, but she's not going to openly fight with you guys around. Or her fighting capabilities might be limited to what, like, the situation calls for, because throwing a fireball might not be a good idea if there's a group involved. But, yeah. Is there anything else you want to ask her about? I mean, you're free to ask her.
Are you hurt? Do you need some healing?
She's got some black marks, but it looks like it's just from the backblast of the flames that she fired off. So, but she doesn't look hurt at all. She shakes her head, no, she's fine, in that kind of motion.
the resulting soot.
Yeah, pretty much. She just motions thank you, but no.
How about the fox? Does the fox look hurt?
He is soaking wet and smells like shit. You kind of get the feeling that he's been jumping in and out of these sewer puddles.
For fun or because he had to?
You cannot tell.
He did it for fun. I saw that.
And Lindsay points at the fox and she gives you a no motion like she's not picking him up.
That's okay. We'll give him a wash later, and then maybe we can teach him some manners if you'd be willing to help me train him, Lindsay.
She'll shake her head, yes. But now back to the issue once again. What are we doing in the sewer? Are we staying here? Are we making a home? Opening up shop? What's the story, guys?
Should we take the secret tunnel out to see where it leads?
Well, I'm game.
All right. So, just give me a marching order.
Probably the same as we were initially.
I will just.
How about we wait here for a bit and I scout ahead for 30 feet, see if I see anything interesting.
I'm going to move us back. Hopscotch and map, so we're not staying on this map. Alright, put us back on the front page. Alright, so yeah, what do you want to do? You want Xerath to go ahead and scout?
Yeah. I'll follow close behind. Well, 20 feet behind, and the party can follow me at whatever distance they wish.
Alright, I assume that's kind of like the lineup. Xerath's taking the lead, and you guys are following behind.
With a 28 stealth check.
Alright, so yeah, you stealth into the shadows. I'll let you roll investigation as you're going forward. Okay, you move forward, you get about 30 feet, and it starts to incline upwards, and you can kind of see the shaft of daylight. It's kind of coming through like small little shafts. As you kind of look up, you can kind of see like leaves or some kind of foliage that seems to be blocking it.
Do I hear any movement?
Make a perception check. No movement. And sadly, hate to do this to you guys, but I think I might have to take another quick break here.
No worries.
Yeah, let me go check on the situation at my place, and I'll go ahead and mute OBS. You guys will probably hear me on Discord, so yeah, I'll be back, chat. Go ahead and feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
So what's the job what we got? We had to clear out the sewers or just bring them 10 years?
It was bring them 10 years, and we probably are not going to get paid for extras.
Yeah, but if we don't fix the problem, they're going to look at us like, well, we sent you down there to, fix this. Why isn't it fixed?
It was 10 sets of ears, and they said that they gave us a bottom price, but they said that it could go up depending on how well we did the job.
Oh, Oscar, did you get that Blade Ward scroll marked in?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I'm just carrying a bag of beans. A very mundane bag of beans.
Hey, rations! You never know when you need them.
I wonder if I could identify those at all.
The beans?
Yeah.
Why? They didn't show up on Detect Magic.
Yeah, they did. That's what he told me.
I
used Detect Magic. He said you see a Blade Ward and beans and a cloak.
No, there's a
But he
sword.
said that the beans weren't anything interesting. What you picked up was the sword, the potion, the scroll, and the cloak.
Okay. I misunderstood, apparently.
Yeah, it's alright, The rogue gets a shiny new cloak. You get another +1 longsword that we apparently are swimming in at this point. Just random +1 weapons.
I don't have any melee.
Do you want the longsword?
No. Are you proficient with the longsword?
Hang on.
It's a martial weapon.
Because I don't think sorcerers get proficiency with martial.
Nope. Daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and light crossbows.
Maybe Leo can slowly train you in it.
I think I'm just gonna take my dagger, to be honest.
Well, is your dagger at least magic?
No. It's
Well-
just a common dagger.
Why don't you want? You know, never mind.
Yeah, I got burning hands. I can't roll disadvantage on that.
Alright, so I got some family issues that just cropped out of the sewer. As you guys are trying to crop out of the sewer, so we're probably going to have to end our session right here.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, very is unfortunate. So, with that, I hate to bring it to an end. We were getting so close to some good stuff going on. Well, actually, that was some pretty good stuff to begin with. But we'll pick up next time with scouting out this sewer a little bit more. Figure out what else there is to find, and find out where this little tunnel leads, alright?
Sounds good.
Alright, with that,
Good,
Chad,
yes.
I would like to thank you guys for putting up with the dynamic lighting situation. I hope you guys had fun with that. Took a
I
little
mean,
bit.
player's perspective, that was cool as hell. So
Yeah. I'm glad
Yeah,
you
it was.
glad you approved.
it fixed line of sight issues for at least seeing what we could or could not hit with ranged attacks.
Absolutely. Yeah, if I manage to get some maps that I can use, I will definitely try to get some dynamic lighting put in as caves and whatnot as we get into them. So that'll be something to look forward to. Next week we will have more of our little adventure here. Sorry it got cut short a little bit today, but things happen. Join us Wednesday as we journey with our Aussie group at 7 p.m. Central. And yeah, we had about 7 players in that campaign, and they're traveling in a different location of Elsperia. So they're in Tynak. These guys are in Timor. And yeah, both campaigns are kind of going parallel of each other. So storylines could merge at some point, but background stories are constantly evolving each setting. So anything tremendous that happens in one campaign could possibly affect the other. So yeah, look forward to that. So Wednesday for that. Next Sunday we join again for our dancing lights, as they have become known. With that, I'll go ahead and wish everybody a good day, and if you want to say bye to chat, now's your chance.
Well, good evening, guys.
Goodbye. Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
chat.
And chat says thanks for playing, and we will see you Wednesday. Peace.